This I found. Hello, welcome back to another RadioTRD video, and in this video, in here, we've got something a little bit special here. Something that is in my family that we've had for over 17 years, and it's this. You can see that it's a JVC GR-AX200. It's a little camcorder thing, but the main problem that happens, which is weird. Of course, you have this little piece which, if I slot it on, slot it there, so that means that, for instance, you can just like that when it's on. This is how I power it mainly, because of course I'm not anywhere. This is basically where it goes from here to this next item, which is this power adapter, which is where you can also charge your battery. And we have two batteries here. We have this one right here, which I think is a replacement one. Yeah, you can see that one there. Then we have the original one down here. And I've tested this one before. So it's hard, like the way that you gotta like do that. Right. And as you can see, it is as you see, it's charging. That on there is the charge light, and that's the power light. So that one there is charging. And then all that you have to do here now, I'm not going to do it yet, but how you'll put this in is like that. What you'll do is there's a gap there, which means that, and if you want to get it out, you just do that. So again, slide it up and then press down. So there you go. Is that you go here and you can see there's this port right here on the side, and you just plug that in. And of course here it ain't on yet. That's because there's a button right here. This is where you record and that. But of course, look, it has 3 modes. You have power off, play, and camera. In here, which is a little cubby hole. Basically, all it is right here is that you have an edit jack, RF or audio, a little RF out thing, and video. Basically, how I was able to do something right, which I'm going to show you later on, is get home videos that I found for this and put it onto my computer, my hard drive, with Windows 7. Since I've now got Windows 7 installed. Just saying, here's the zoom. You have these buttons here, and then if you want to eject, you do that up. You can hear the high pitch, and there's the cassette to pick it up. And if you want to, so it goes, do not manually force open, press push until door such completely. So you've got to press it, and it shuts. So of course, if I turn it on to camera mode, this is exactly what the camera currently sees. So if I put it in here, if I do that, this is exactly what the camera can see. So basically, that is exactly what you see. You just put it up to your eye, and there you go. And of course, also I haven't been able to show you this, which I'm going to turn it off because there's a high pitched noise, which I'm sure if you're older, in the older generation, you cannot hear it. But yeah, basically there's this flap right here, and you've got tons of these buttons. So you have the counter, RM, tracking, like your date, time stuff, set, edits, and these are your playback ones. So you have a play, pause, a stop, a forward, and a rewind. So if anyone knows this, it's like a problem. Basically right, the main problem of this system is of course that the lens doesn't fully open. But it's like the way like this is made, look, is that you can still slide it, but you've got to just add a lot of force for it to go down. Is this thing right at the front there? There is a remote thing, but it's basically JVC SX. It's a VHS-C, as you can see on it, if I show you. It says compact VHS, random assemble editing. This is one of the base models that they had. Basically all you have to do is you open up it like that, and then you bring up the, because basically all you have to do is just press the eject. It has to be plugged in for this, and then all that you have to do is, there's a little arrow on here, and you put it in the cassette mechanism that way, and once you're in, you press push. and then once you hear that, you know that it's working. Since I've got it on the off position, it won't work. But of course, if I now just put this on, because a bit finicky for me. There you go. If I put that on, and we go into play mode, if I check where it is, and if I open up the flap, if I press rewind, this is what it sounds like when it's rewinding. And that is basically all you can see. There's another one, as you can see. That is what it looks like when it's paused. That's what it looks like when it's playing. And if I fast forward, if I press play, basically, I think all I've done now is I've found the footage, because this is the one that I recorded on earlier this year. No internal speaker, by the way. It's basically the only way that you can really get the audio out is by getting all these things right. So if I go and move us towards, basically just get more of these things, like from like headphone to thing, get the white one and just plug it in. Don't do any others like the yellow one, because that's video. And basically all that you have to do is, for instance, if I go now, turn the volume down, of course, move stuff there, go into the music player, and what I'm going to do now, which I'm sure you can't see, is press play. If I rewind or fast forward into a part where there's speaking, because I don't want to do any more family videos, because of course, yeah, can't do that because that's copyrighted music. Just me playing the radio, so it's hard when you all have just stuff like, yeah, because this is what I shot on Saturday. That's because I shot it. Background music on. Yeah, that's shut. Yeah, of course they do say is make sure you do clean it regularly. But so yeah, you can hear it there. This is all working. Basically what I'm going to do now, since it does have a tripod mount, is that I'm going to stop playback and I'm going to fast forward, unplug that, and unplug that. I know that you probably couldn't really see it, but what I'm going to do is once it gets to the end, I'm going to place it on the tripod, hopefully. Don't know why it's making that noise. Turn off now, no. And what I'm going to do is then I'm going to record a piece on tape. I'm going to use my Dazzle. I'm going to show you how to do it on that camera, and then that's when I'm going to be doing it. So yeah, this is definitely going to be edited down. So basically all I've got to do is just wait for it to just go through. That's what it looks like when it's fast forwarding, and that's what you watch. Of course, this is a standard play, which means that you have more quality. Long play, which is LP, is basically where it's just worse. But that's just me with like my cassettes and that in there. This is a monochrome one as well. Means it is at a little bit of a disadvantage. But of course, when you do, of course, use the composite. I am now back. Sorry for that. And now I've got the camera in the recording. All I need to do is open the lens cover, and what I'm going to do now is take off. See, what I'm now going to do is I'm going to put you through what this can see, hopefully not. Basically what I'm going to do is press record, and what I'm now going to do is just say that this is now, as you can see on the screen, recording. So basically I'm just going to show you the clips now. So I've just recorded it, and all I'm going to do now is rewind. Basically I've just rewinded, and now what I've got to do is I'm using this Dazzle that I got recently, which basically can plug into my computer. See, now I've got over there is my dazzle ready, and all I need to do now is not sit on my glasses, and I've got this little cable right here. Basically all I need to do is just plug in the composite in there, and the audio in there, and then all I have to do is plug in that there into my computer, and then I'll show you further. So basically now, I've got this right here, and I've booted up. All that you really need to do right now is, if I can find it, just go on to Pinnacle Studio 14. I've tried an OBS before, didn't fully work, and make sure that, for instance, on the USB end, that you do plug it in. And I do suggest that also, if you have another monitor, don't use it because it can slow it down. That's good. Now that you are now in Pinnacle Studio, press the import button right at the top right here. Wait for it to load. Once you are now in the import section, make sure that you have selected the source. If you're using the S-Video, make sure you press S-Video. If you're using the composite, like I am, press the composite one. It shall now say no input signal. So make sure that you now turn on your camcorder. Rewind if you need. And of course, now that's where you can see what the camcorder is seeing. And I'm going to pause it there. And now what you need to do is press Start Capture. If it says that again, just rewind. And give it a few times to keep up. And then press Start Capture. I'm going to stop it right now because it seems like it's not working. If it's like this, sometimes in the actual end result, the audio isn't broken up. It's sometimes that if your computer is old like mine, because this one is 12 years old, that's sometimes what may happen. So basically, what I need to do now is just wait for the tape to finish, which of course you can just see there. You see all the zoom, can't you? It's been 40 seconds in, and that we've just now got to wait. And that, of course, as finished. Press Stop Capture. To view the file, basically, now you've got to go to the path that is right here. So as you can see, there's my path right here. All I have to go is down into Videos, and I had to change the name, of course. And if I scroll down, it's in an AVI format, and basically that is what it can now see. I think it went a bit wrong because it's not supposed to be that long, it's supposed to be over 1 minute long. I'm going to do it again. Just say that this is now, as you can see on the screen, recording. So basically I'm just going to show you the clips now. So as you can see, this is a test of the JVC GR-AX200, I think it is, a JVC camcorder. I am looking through the viewfinder right now. It's pretty hard here, but this is a little test of what I do. This is a YouTube video. Just watching this in my YouTube channel is youtube.com/RadioTRD. As you can tell that this is right down here, that's where the microphone, hopefully you can hear me louder. But yes, that is around 30 minutes in. See, that's around 30 minutes. I'm currently recording right now. I've got my eye right next to it, and of course if I use the zoom in function, that's how it zooms in. And that is right clear. You can just read that. If I use my current camcorder, it will definitely go out of focus. So basically, that's all I have to say. Thank you guys for watching. Now, bye-bye. You guys have now just seen the video. I've been able to just take it off of this camcorder. As you can see, that's how long it is, I think, around that time. Took a few times because of the speed of my computer, but of course, there we go. And basically, thank you guys for watching. That is a little about this JVC GR-AX200. Bye.